Elise if she has a prolapse. I'm pretty sure this is Winky. She is so chill. I'm gonna give you pneumonia again. You better stop it. I of course do regular hoof trims on these goats. Since they're pregnant and some of them are due in 3 weeks, it's real important to make them as comfortable as possible, even though, you know, the birthing process, it doesn't look that comfortable. Mary is just huge. She always balloons up like that, and she's always had 3 babies. Mary's the one on the floor eating from the stand. Thank goodness Flora was there to supervise and Mary was there to help Ruby eat all her alfalfa. We got all of them done. We had to catch her especially, but we caught Elise and did her on the ground, but she was prolapsing. It's getting worse with us holding her, and we didn't want to lift her up on the table, so we did her on the ground, and then I went to the back feet and just decided I'm not gonna push it anymore, or she's not gonna push it, because she's gonna have a full prolapse. She did this last year and she never fully prolapsed, but she just has so many babies that it could happen again. I probably need to replace her, but it's not like I can find that color again. I just have to replace her with one of her babies. And honestly, this year she's sucking it back in. Last year she didn't really, so maybe she's getting better with age. I think she'll hang on. She only has like 2.5 weeks left, I think. So our second pig, Helga, has pneumonia, and I just treated her. It just got me thinking I need to make sure I have enough needles and syringes and vaccinations of whatever. Make sure to check the expiration dates and just go through and clean my medical stuff. I keep it all in this ice box that I intend to paint one day. Like back to its original color, I guess. This medical bag is usually housed in there. That's full of crap. And then I'll get to this. I'm gonna go through the bag first. As I go through these, I'm wiping them down with a Clorox wipe. I never know if I had cleaned it when I put it up, if I had touched it with a poopy hand, or maybe had to go in and get a baby and touched it. So it's good to just give everything a clean as I inventory everything I have. I've collected a lot of these things over the years as I've needed them, but I also have them preventatively, so they may not have been used, but I have it in case of emergencies. Keep in mind, the more animals you have, the more issues you will see. I have quite the collection, but I have a lot of different animals, so lots of milk. We have brand new colostrum, bounce back, which is kind of electrolytes, and this is the same thing for their water. So that doesn't really expire, the milk will. Dine is a calorie builder. This is an antibiotic, cuts type things. If I have to, I'll use some vet wrap for Elise if she has a prolapse, because I saw how you can make a prolapse harness. A pill crusher. We've used this several times for mange. That helps a lot with, there's just a certain kind of smell of some of the piglets that need it, and that has come in handy. So has the fungicide. We have eye products, just eye wash. This is for pink eye that came in used for the dogs just a while ago. Terramycin, you saw me put that on a chick the other day, mostly for the goats. I have a stethoscope, hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, blue coat, that's good for wounds. I went through all my syringes. I have 16 gauge for cattle, 20 gauge for goats, and then there's some 18 gauges in there for pigs. And they're 1 inch. I love the 1 inch one. Mucus sucker for baby goats. I've got some lube here for getting babies out. All important thermometer, band castrator, hoof trimmer, jump start. I'm glad I have that for kidding season. Ivermectin. Watch out for them already. I found this yesterday, January 30th. And a cord, super important for coccidiosis in goats. I just use this wormer for my little kitten. More ivermectin, OB gloves, regular gloves, tattooing kit for goats. This is for clipper blades when I shear sheep. This is for tubing calves, tubing lambs or goats. I do reuse the syringes, especially this one that's a drench syringe. You can push it in a lot easier, but especially these big ones, you're usually given it orally, so that's what I use that for. These little ones can come in handy for ivermectin or little things like that. Not sure if you're really supposed to use them again for injections. I won't. I bought more chicks than my neighbor wanted, so I'm taking 2 of them. I'm charging him per bird, so it's not like he's paying for these. But I'm getting them set up to go move into the chicken coop because I just learned they want to start some Cornish cross. So the chicks in the brooder right now will have to move on and I'll have to get Cornish cross. I need to clean in here really bad. The ammonia's getting a little much. It's a little dusty in here. Birds make a lot of dust. But this is fresh bedding. Maybe let the chicken coop air out a little bit today. That window's open. I opened this the other day, but I closed it this morning. Okay, I know Winky because she kind of lets me hold her, but I don't want to have her alone. So I'm gonna pick another one. Those red ones, like that one, are so pretty. I'm pretty sure this is Winky. She is so chill. No damage to her eyes, and she's like the smallest one, so I'm sure he won't mind me taking that. She's really pretty. Oh, Winky. Here's Winky's friend. Probably known as Winky's friend. I don't know if this is a speckled Sussex or something like it. I don't know. Here they are. This one's still a little worried about it. Winky is definitely prettier. But that one's kind of cool. I kind of picked the one without as much white speckling. Yeah, I can tell by your eye that you're Winky. Anyway, new chicks to the flock. A couple months old. I guess. And 2 days later, I got tired of how dirty it was and cleaned it. Who said happy cows come from California? I'm pretty sure they come from Texas. Did we need another pig? Probably not, but we got this one from Kansas. She is a love pig and her name is Helena. Helena was supposed to be a replacement for Lily, who only had 3 babies last time and her mom never conceived again, so we were just a little worried that she wouldn't be a great producer. She heard the other pigs and went crazy.
Oh yeah, they're a lot bigger than she.
Yeah. These are not meant to be commercial pigs. They are a homestead pig, so it shouldn't matter, but our business is selling piglets and not really selling pork. So we are kind of switching gears and going back into breeding only and not selling hardly any pork products anymore. But as homesteaders, we will be eating them ourselves too. This piglet was checked out by a vet. She has to in order to cross state lines. So we don't really have a quarantine area, and we've done that before with a pig and he was super depressed. So we don't ever have one pig by themselves ever again. Sybil, you be nice. You want me to give you pneumonia again? You better stop it. She just wants to eat with everybody. Even though there's 2 more bowls over there. About an hour later, she was one of the herd. Okay, so she can reach it without the brick. Don't play with it. These 3 are graduating. These 2 are feeders right here, and that's a replacement for his dad. We've got another feeder in here that's for sale, and then a breeder for sale, and then she is our new breeder, Helena. Come on, let's go. Let's go eat.
Come on, look.
No, we're eating it here.
Come on. Oh, crap.
Oh. Now we just have 3, and then 3. The only one with 4 is the breeding pen with Albus. So now these 2 girls that didn't take last time are with Albus, and so was Helga. So we're gonna bring in another house so they can get out of the rain that's coming. They'll be together for a while because these girls didn't take. Something that's been on the to-do list that needs to be done before we take pigs to the processor is a loading ramp. This is the ramp itself and the treads. This will be the rampy part to make it a ramp. Rampy part? We had some 2x10s that we were able to use from our neighbor's barn, and we used that for the actual ramp part. The treads were made out of 2x1s about a foot apart, and in the back we secured both of those boards with a 2x4. We used landscape timbers to make an H shape and then ran a thread all through the bottom of it and connected the tires to each side using lock nuts. Then using long screws, we went from the ramp down into the bottom of the H part of the landscape timbers. On the other side, we made about the same thing with the landscape timbers, except no wheels, and we did add a cross brace on top too for stability.
Put the plywood on the side.
The inside of these?
Right down that side right here.
Oh yeah.
Just to not take up anymore.
Yeah. Obviously at this point we were going to put plywood on the side, and we just decided to do more rungs instead. We didn't know if pigs move better if they can't see to the sides of them, or if they would actually move easier that way. This is how we did it because plywood is expensive. P.S. He also added handles at the end of the non-wheeled portion. Here's the finished product. Using it on Saturday. Yep. She's a beaut, Clark. So there's a scale, one of our biggest sows. And one of our smallest sows. It looks like this might be a little tall for that, but it's not bad. Let me just check. It's actually kind of perfect. Chunks on it and gonna get it disconnected for tomorrow. Processing day. We have the 2 pigs that are going to the processor out and separated, and then we have H-Mitch to load, which will be really easy. The struggle is loading these 2, but hopefully it'll be easier with the ramp, and we already got them separated, so that's one good thing. This is the real frustrating part. You want to push them to get on the trailer and not back up, but that's when they really start to panic, and it panics the other ones. So now we're gonna try a little force when they get to the top of the ramp with a kickboard. If we can get one in and close the middle gate, then that's the goal, and then hopefully the other one we can just get in. Processors book up fast, so we had to make this appointment over 6 months ago. We have to get these pigs over to the trailer, load them in, drive over an hour, and be there at a certain time. We ran out of time to film the rest of the loading. Absolute rodeo. We thought that would be much easier with that. They do not want to go to a new place. They don't want to go to a dark place. Meaning the trailer, not the processor. If you remember, H-Mitch was a jerk, and he even hit the girls, and he hit... I didn't want him hitting any of the babies, and on this farm, I like everything to run as smooth as it can. I didn't want to have to watch my back, and now he's gone, and I feel much better about it, and so do the sheep. The ewes seem really happy to not have H-Mitch around. They can eat in peace. They're not pushed out all the feed. Derek fixed this yesterday because H-Mitch had hit it so many times he broke it. Katniss, quit taking everybody's food. Her udder's usually a dead giveaway, and it's not full, but she looks like her belly's getting a little lower. Derek calls her Fatness instead of Katniss. She is a little large, but her name is Katniss. The Shetlands here won't be due till later in April or May even, which means our lambing, kidding, farrowing schedule is going to be extended. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I upload Wednesdays and Sundays, and you can keep watching us grow our farm. Have a good one.